Hello, everyone. I am excited that you're joining us today. Welcome to the Spring Detox Secrets, 3 steps to your most successful detox yet. My name is Julianne Wutke, and I am the owner of Julianne Wutke Health Coaching. This is so much fun for me to do this webinar with you today. All right, first, let's quickly get some housekeeping out of the way. So because we only have about 30 minutes to share this information, we may only be able to answer questions at the end. So if you have any questions for me, you can type them in the chat and we'll just discuss it after the webinar. Anyway, so I also need to say this. This information is being provided to you for educational and informational purposes only. It is being provided to educate you about how to take care of your body and as a self-help tool for your own use so that you can reach your own health goals. It is not intended to treat or to cure any specific illness, and it is not to replace the guidance provided by your own medical practitioner. The information is to be used at your own risk based on your own judgment. If you suspect that you have a medical problem, we urge you to take appropriate action by seeking medical attention. Okay, now for those of you who don't know me, I became a certified health coach because I needed help. Several years ago, I had one of those moments in life where I had just had enough of not feeling good. And I knew I just had to get better. Right around the time I was turning 50, my life just became extra stressful. My elder parents needed help. My own family finances were in crisis. And I was using food and alcohol and denial as a way to deal with it all. At that time, I was about 50 pounds overweight. My joints, felt achy, and I was generally pretty miserable. I was determined, though, to get my health back, and so I began my journey. Eventually, I found the right system, the right support, and the right accountability to make lasting changes. And so now, as a health coach, I love helping others do the same thing. All right, so I am so happy that spring has arrived. I love it when the days get a little longer, a little warmer, and around where I live, the wildflowers are just in bloom everywhere. I can even take my dog Katie out for our walks, and I don't have to wonder how many layers of clothing I should wear. And speaking of shedding extra layers, I, for one, am ready to let go of all the, the heaviness of fall and winter and really allow myself to feel lighter, cleaner, and fresher in celebration of spring. So if you're feeling the same way, you're in the right spot. Today, I'm going to share my top detox secrets and also give you a few guidelines that you can decide if doing a spring detox is right for you. And many of you have told me that you're pretty excited to learn about how you can really have an effective spring detox. And I'm going to share that information with you. Especially excited to share with those of you who maybe you've never done a detox before, or if, like me, you've tried a number of different detoxes, but really haven't found the one that's right for you. In fact, I have a secret I need to share with you before I dive into the spring detox secrets. The truth is, I used to dread doing a detox. Before I became a health coach, I thought I had to do a detox that was really restrictive and hardcore to kind of jumpstart shedding my extra pounds and just to feel better. So like a lot of people, oh my gosh, I tried juice detoxes, smoothie detoxes, fasting, detoxes. And, of course, I would just end up feeling starved and deprived. And I always quit early and generally felt very discouraged about the whole thing. It really wasn't until I started listening to my own body that I developed the detox that was right for me and my busy schedule. I finally figured out that all of those other programs were pretty much doomed to failure. And why is that? Well, those other unsustainably restrictive programs I had done in the past, were really just not designed to teach me what to eat in my daily life or how to stay slim and healthy and how to make it last. So it doesn't really take an expert to recognize that there is no one size fits all detox. And I just needed a program that worked for me. So let's talk a minute about why detoxing is important in the first place. So detoxification is a normal part of our body's daily process, just like your heart beating, your lungs helping you breathe, your stomach breaking down your food. Your body is also working to remove toxins, pollutants, chemicals, and wastes every single day. The primary ways your body does this is through your liver, your lungs, your skin, and your kidneys. Now, you might be wondering what all of that even means to you. And here it is. Well, unfortunate truth is that we live in an extremely toxic modern world. We're exposed to harmful toxins on a daily basis, whether it's through the water that we're drinking or even, that's coming out of the shower. Sometimes it's the electronics that we use, like computers or cell phones, and they also off-gas chemicals, even the chemicals and toxins that are present in items found all around our homes. We also consume toxins through the foods we eat, what we drink, and even the products that we put on our bodies. Well, here's the thing. Because we are exposed to toxins on a consistent basis, our bodies tend to get overwhelmed. When our bodies get overwhelmed, these toxic chemicals no longer get flushed out, and instead they tend to reside in our body tissue. Our bodies try to protect us from the dangerous substances by setting them aside, surrounding them with mucus and fluid and fat so that they will not cause an imbalance or trigger an immune response. Now, that's a good thing, but it can also explain why we feel sluggish or we feel like we just can't lose that stubborn belly fat. A detox can help get rid of these hitchhiking toxins because it allows your body to have a break from ingesting new chemicals and toxins. During the break, your body can mobilize the existing toxic substances and dump them into the bloodstream so that they can be expelled. And here's the interesting thing. If we don't take the time to help our systems clean out, we know that we'll continue to be tired all the time, have belly bloat, get crazy food cravings, have that 3 p.m. blood sugar crash, continue with like inconsistent digestion, and our weight will just keep creeping up. Likely, we will still have those 2 different sizes of clothing in the closet. So if you're dealing with any of those symptoms, it's definitely time for you to schedule a detox. Fortunately, spring is a great time to detox because many of the foods that are available in the spring are naturally high in detoxifying properties. For example, asparagus, lettuce, spinach, parsley, watercress, and even nettle and dandelion are powerful detoxifiers. So spring is certainly a delicious time to commit to doing a detox. All right. So now that we know why we might need a detox, I want to share my spring detox secrets so you can have the most successful detox yet this spring. And if this is your first detox, these secrets will also help you have a healthy and effective detox the very first time you do one. All right. Spring secret number one, not keeping your eyes on your own paper. And remember back in grade school, one of the biggest rules was that you needed to do your own work. As we grow up, though, we lose that lesson along the way. And as you heard from my own story about detoxing, I was not immune to that as well. So, what that means is I was focusing on what other people were doing to detox and forcing myself to do a detox that, simply wasn't right for me. Anyway, that can also be downright dangerous if you've ever done that before yourself. And if you're new to detoxing, you might think you have to, oh, I don't know, like I did, do some really extreme program to get good results, but that is just not true. And, sometimes doing that extreme detox can actually make things worse because it can throw your body into a state of shock. The reality is that your body really doesn't care if you can fit into your skinny jeans. um, your body is focused on pretty much one simple thing, and that is keeping you alive. When you jump into an extreme detox without preparation or any previous experience, your body experiences the detox as a crisis. And when your body goes through crisis mode, the last thing it wants to do is create extra work for itself. Instead, it focuses on preserving energy and slowing down metabolism by burning fewer calories and less fat. And all that is to protect you and to keep you alive. Oops. So, it's like the exact opposite of what we want and to have happen when we're detoxing. So, what to do instead? Trust your instincts and your body. Although detoxing isn't always comfortable, most of us can tell the difference between experiencing a little discomfort and something that's really wrong. If you've tried detoxes before and you felt super sick the whole time, or you just knew in your gut that something wasn't quite right, then you know what I'm talking about. It's okay to say no thanks to a detox that isn't right for you. In fact, there's nothing wrong with you. It simply means that the right detox just hasn't come to your attention yet. You got to detox for what's right for your body. And all of our bodies are different. So what we need might be different from what our best friend or a neighbor needs. If you haven't detoxed before, or you're struggling to find a detox that's right for you, I encourage you to try a detox that's built around adding lots of detoxifying foods to your diet rather than restricting or depriving you of food. These kinds of detoxes are just as effective and can actually be better for you because you'll stick to the whole program instead of just giving up halfway through like I used to. Even better, your body will not go into crisis mode. All right. Spring secret number 2. Do the right kind of detox for the season that you're in. Have you noticed that everyone tends to think they can make a huge lifestyle change in January, like right on January 1st, after weeks or even months of overindulging? Why do we think we can all of a sudden make a drastic switch in the darkest and coldest time of the year for many of us? I know that many people are determined to drop the weight that they gained over the holidays. But doing an extreme diet can just set us up for disaster the rest of the year. The problem with doing something like an all juice cleanse, for example, in the winter, is that your body is aware that it's winter. Again, on a cellular level, your body's primary purpose is to keep you healthy and strong enough to make it to the next day. In winter, the body's goal is just to keep you safe and warm. So when you deprive your body of sufficient calories, fat, protein in the winter, it goes into survival mode. Your body will misread what's happening and assume that you're starving. When your system is in starvation mode, your body does everything it can to hang on to every last calorie to keep you from dying. So what does this mean? When you're on, for example, a juice cleanse in the cold and dark winter months, the body slows down your metabolism and does everything it can. So when you're eating real food again, it takes a while for the body to realize that you're no longer starving. So that just means that it continues to hoard those calories and keep the metabolic burn at a really low rate until your body feels like the problem is gone. So it's really the wrong kind of detox to do, because it tends to set you up for metabolic problems even weeks later. So we don't want to do that, kind of like a bad boomerang effect. All right, here's what to do instead. Green juices and smoothies can be a really powerful tool when it comes to detoxing, but they are best used during like the warmer months, spring and summer, for use maybe along with the detox. So when it comes to looking for the right detox for you, be sure to look for one that understands the role that our seasons play in developing a detox that will be best for that particular time of year. All right, I discovered for myself that for my detox clients that are doing it like an extreme detox, just even once a year, it's not particularly effective. In fact, I found that when what usually happens is, despite the best intentions, many people start these detoxes and then kind of cheat through most of them or give up halfway through. I'd rather you just dedicate 5 high quality days to yourself and to detoxing your body just a few times a year, and really stick with it rather than have you go on like a 21 or 30 day juice cleanse where you're just like miserable and suffering, and you end up eating a grilled cheese sandwich halfway through because you're so hungry. Actually, this is a good time for me to share how you can go deeper with this before we get into our third mistake most people make when they're detoxing. This is why I include 5-day detox programs in my coaching practice. These detoxes are really perfect for beginners. You have a chance, if you've never detoxed before, to notice, that this is something that's really easy to do and easy to stick with. I was noticing that so many people are having problems trying to stay with programs that were just a little too severe. And if that sounds like you're definitely in the right place. I want to share with you how you can join me for this upcoming spring 5-day detox. If you want to find out more about if this detox could be right for you, go ahead to that spring detox link in the chat, and you'll find a lot more information there. All right. There are many things that make this particular spring 5-day detox is so successful, but I want to run through a few of them with you now before we get back to that third mistake most people make when they're detoxing. All right. So my detoxes are highly supportive. You won't ever feel like you're alone, and you'll never be left wondering what you should be doing. The protocols I've created are very doable and reasonable. You can even do this detox while working a busy schedule. It used to drive me nuts, when I sign up for a program or a detox, only to realize that I had to do a ton of work to figure out what I was supposed to eat. I've taken the work out of this detox by creating a 5-day meal plan and recipe handbook that will tell you exactly what to eat and when to eat it. In fact, you'll find that many of these recipes are so delicious and so practical that you'll want to eat them even after the detox ends. And because I don't want you to feel deprived or like you're suffering, I've included yummy recipes for snacks and even sweet treats. So no matter what kind of cravings you're experiencing, you'll be covered. I've even written the shopping list for you. Yay. So you'll be able to sign up, get your materials, and you'll be ready to go. I'll be giving a live training call as well on exactly what you can expect from the detox and how you can best set yourself up for success. So my detoxers always love the training call because I don't hold back and I share as much information as I can to ensure that you have a really effective and powerful detox. This is also a really great time for you to ask your detox questions because I'll leave about 30 minutes at the end of the detox training call, and you can just ask me whatever you like and get all the information that you need. So I've also built, really important, I built options into the program so you can make this detox work for you. There are optional steps you can take to deepen your detox by simply eating the foods that I recommend. You'll just naturally be increasing your body's detoxing power. And a lot of people have told me that my detoxes are actually really family friendly. So they've been able to follow the detox guidelines while still feeding their families the same food. That's a pretty good setup, if you ask me. Very convenient. All right. When you sign up for one of my 5-day detoxes, everything has been done for you. So you won't have to develop your own meal plan or even write your own shopping list. I really want to make this as simple for you as possible. You'll get your hands on some support from me, like every day, and your fellow detoxers during the group detox, which will run this coming April 4th through April 8th. That's Monday, April 4th through Friday, April 8th. Notice it's Monday through Friday and your weekends are, open. So we'll be able to connect via our private Facebook page where you can post your questions, share your successes, and read all about what your fellow detoxers are experiencing. I'm always amazed by the amount of community and friendships that are created in really just 5 days. And I love seeing all of those relationships develop online. If you can join us for this week, I highly encourage you to do that. If you're wondering whether the time is right for you to do a spring detox, I encourage you to really consider why now isn't the right time. Is it really worth it for you to continue to feel tired or bloated? Do you know that something needs to change in order for you to be able to be at your best? One thing I know is true, that in order for things to be different, you have to do things differently. The beauty of this detox is the amount of change that can occur in just 5 days. I've had detox clients lose anywhere from 2 to 13 pounds in 5 days. And they report having tons more energy, feeling clearer in their thinking, experiencing more calm and more peace, and even sleeping better than they had in years before that. Now, it is the time to invest in yourself. Just imagine what your life would be like. How would it be different if you felt really great? What could you accomplish? What would change for you? If you don't know that now is the time, I invite you to head over to the Spring Detox website at the link in the chat and invest in yourself for just $77. All right. Another thing that most people tend to get wrong about detoxing, this really is an extra bonus mistake that I'm going to share with you. It's not thinking about the transition out of the detox. In fact, you can see by what I shared earlier that even I have made this mistake. If your first meal after a detox is a beer, a burger, and fries to like celebrate your success, I hate to break it to you, but you've pretty much just undone a lot of the good work you did during the detox. This is why the transitioning out of the detox is also really important and something I always share with my detoxers. And as a special bonus, I've actually put together something special for you. It's called a Make It Last Post-Detox Handbook, just for you, that details the exact strategies I use to make my post-detox glow last as long as possible. You'll get the Make It Last handbook when you sign up for my spring 5 days detox. And if you do that by Friday, March 31st, midnight Friday. So you have the whole day on Friday, March 31st. A lot of my clients understand that transitioning back into the real world post-detox is often, the toughest part because they feel so good and, they don't want to take any steps backward. I've created an action plan for you, and that is part of the Make It Last handbook. So when you register for the spring 5-day detox by March 31st at midnight, you will get that. Doors close for everyone's registration on Sunday, April 3rd. But to get the bonus handbook, just sign up by Friday, March 31st. And that is my gift to you. There's no, extra investment for getting that handbook. Anyway, thanks for letting me take that quick intermission. Now I want to briefly recap mistakes 1 and 2 before moving on to mistake number 3. All right, detox mistake number 1, not keeping your eyes on your own paper. Mistake number 2, doing the wrong kind of detox in the wrong season. Okay, last secret, may be the most important one. Spring detox secret number 3. Approach your detox as a chance to reset your eating habits in a way to celebrate your body and not a punishment or something that has to make you suffer. Yep, I said it. I used to look at detoxes as something that I needed to suffer through in order to have the biggest result. But I realized that in order to have a successful detox, there's a better approach. Instead of looking at a detox as punishment, what if you looked at the experiences as an opportunity for you to provide some high quality self-care for yourself? Women tend to, we get so caught up in taking care of others that our own self-care falls to the wayside. And there's a problem with that. When you don't take care of yourself, you eventually run out of energy to take care of everyone else too. As I used to say to my clients and in my speaking engagements, you simply can't pour from an empty pitcher. What that means is when you've given all you have to give, that is not the time to dig deeper to find that last bit of your reserves that you might have. Instead, when you're running on empty, that's a time for you to switch gears and give some attention to yourself. All right, what to do instead? Use detoxes as a time to recharge and renew your body, your mind, your soul. My detox clients have shared with me that they experience transformations in their lives that revolve around more than just food. In fact, many of my detox clients choose to participate in a detox with me every season because they know that just a week of time focused on themselves helps them get healthier. And it also helps them get clarity on how to feel more balanced in their lives. The really cool thing about allowing yourself to look at a detox as a way of filling your empty pitcher is that when you've renewed and rejuvenated, your capacity to show up for yourself and for others grows exponentially. When you feel great and you look great and you have outrageous amounts of energy, as my 5-day detox clients tell me they do when they're done, they're able to live a higher quality life. Now, isn't that worth dedicating 5 days to? Again, I want to encourage you all to consider joining my spring detox if what I've said is resonating with you. If it is, please head over to the spring detox link in the chat and sign up right now so you can be sure and get that Make It Last handbook as a thank you for you taking quick action. And I always want to reward people who make a decision to join me quickly. This is a great way to do it because you'll be able to use the strategies I reveal in that Make It Last handbook in many different areas of your life. Okay, I would love to open up for questions, and I'm going to go ahead and answer the questions that were emailed to me in advance for people who were not able to join us live. All right, first question. How do I know if I need to detox? Oh, that's a great question. Basically, if you live on planet Earth, you're probably going to need to detox. But here are some signs that your body is maybe a little clogged up with toxins. If you've got excess belly fat, if you feel like you've got belly bloat, if you have indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea, or constipation, anything irregular about your bowel movements, if your quality of sleep is not good, if you're lacking energy, if your skin is breaking out, if you always feel tired. And ladies, if you experience PMS, this could be a sign of toxicity. It's really not normal to experience that extremely. And there are much better ways of dealing with that than just taking Midol. All right, many of us believe that those symptoms I just mentioned are normal or that we're supposed to experience them. That's just not true. Our bodies can be well-oiled machines and can operate at optimal capacity if we just allow them to. Okay, question number 2. Why do you encourage people to do more than one detox a year? Oh, that's a really good question. It's because it helps to hit the reset button on your eating habits. You pick up one good habit and you can drop a bad one. By the end of the year, that is some significant change. All right, I guess that's it for now. I think we are out of time. Again, I want to thank you all for being here on this call with me. I've had a lot of fun sharing and answering your questions. And if you have any further questions, please feel free to email me at juliannehealthcoach@gmail.com. If you want to find out any of the detox details, click the link in that for that spring detox page, and you'll see I have a lot of information there. And there is also a link to sign yourself up. I encourage you to sign up soon so you get that Making It Last handbook, and also just so you get it on your calendar for April 4 through 8. Anyway, this is your health coach, Julianne, and that's it for now.